I ate that up quick.
Alrighty. Like I said, they come here for the interview.
Well, I'm not
Where's the fun in that?
You're trying to stuck back in here, aren't you?
He doesn't want to play. I want to leave.
Where?
Third pickup was this jacket at the second sale. It is a women's wool mohair blend coat. It's $15. They're listed for like $60 to $70. None have sold though, so I'll probably list mine for $50 and hope it sells. This is the brand Elegant Fashions. This was also $15. Tennessee Woolen Mills blanket. It is not wool though. It's actually acrylic, so I think I could probably get $50. Especially because it's a cool colorway and it's not that common. This is a Nike 6.0 jacket. I think it's a women's medium. I spent $10 on it. I don't think this is worth it. I'm guessing I could probably get 20 or 25 though. Definitely not the profit margins that I like. And then I got like these really, really cool hats. Look at this. Unusual. Fantastic. Can't even read that one. Look at that. How are you supposed to read that? It says Wild Wolf. Yeah, that's a keeper right there. I don't know, dude. There are many times I wish I could go back in time. This is one of them, and I would set these right back down on the table. I'll probably try listing these at 20, and they'll probably sell very, very slow, I'm guessing. They're not my style at all, and I don't want a hat personally that just says unusual with like a bald eagle. I'm ragging on these hats a lot, and I don't know why. I think I'm just disappointed that I bought them. The first technical sale, this was my first pickup. Tarantula, old school, like, I don't think it's actual polar fleece, but it could be polar fleece. This one, I did not realize how dirty it was, but it's still pretty cool. But like, I don't know if that shows up. There's no maker's marks. I don't know. I first thought it was like, old school hunter's orange, like waist bag. But I was kind of thinking maybe like construction or something too, like back in the day. I don't really know. And I don't know why they'd have like a fleece style material. That doesn't make sense. So I think it's hunting. this was my last pickup. I was on the way out of the house. That's the brand though. Listen how fast it clicks. I know it works, which is good. I know it ticks and everything, but it ticks stinking fast. The only other one of the style that I found was sold untested without the wind-up key for $45. And this was, I think, my like very first, no, this was the second pickup. It's Carhartt with tags. It's not old, it's just like one of these new flannel lined ones. I'm guessing like 25 bucks, maybe 30, but definitely not bad. That was today's estate sales, and that was the haul. Let's get into the storage. Alright, mission partly successful, mission partly failed. I was looking for some Pendletons in here. They're not like flannels and they're not wool, they're just dress shirts. But they were like very, very good condition. I want to get those and list those, but I don't know where they're at. I got this bigger unit that I'm in right now, and I had a smaller unit before that I had some listed stuff in, and I also bought 2 storage units. So then I had to move those 2 storage units into here and my small unit. So like I'm still working on, you know, getting all of this figured out. But hopefully someday. I do have a decent amount of listed stuff in here too that I'd make sure is still accessible. But yeah. Yesterday I went to that sale that was the like trash liquidation property sale thing. Here's what I got from that. I got everything for 10 bucks. I got these knives. One is a Masterpiece like butcher knife. The other one is a Gerber like chef knife. Also picked up this World War II shovel head case. At least that's what I think it is. It's stamped on the inside 1944. I got this Sony Handycam, but I don't think it works. I also got this very cool old whip, and I do not have them in my listed room yet. But I also got a Pentax, which is untested. I'm just waiting on the batteries to test it. Oh yeah, I also got hats. I got 2 trucker hats that I thought would be good, but they're too bad. But I did get one hat that was in the trash. That is very cool. I'll put up a photo of that right now. I'm very glad I found that, because that would suck if that went to the trash. It's a really cool hat. This was my last piece. This was my little grill. It is, you know, worn to all hell. But if my dating is correct, the backs of the rivets say Scoville MFG Co. And from the cut style, 40s to mid 50s. An expert might be able to like put an exact date on it, but that does put it around World War II era time. So I listed this bad boy for $350. There's only one I could find on eBay that's like even semi-similar to this one, and it sold for $650, but that's because it has like drawings on it and stuff. It was really stinking cool. It had like the 40s style cartoons like drawn on it. That one sold for like a lot more, but I still listed mine at $350. So I was really tempted to leave this, honestly, because I found like welder's jackets before, and they're not money. You know, I mean, they're cool. I like them. I like full leather, but they're just not money. When I started like really looking at this one though, I was like, I don't know, there's something different. All right, it's been a few days since that last clip. That jacket has gotten like 100 views in less than a day. So that was pretty nuts. Very cool. I am going to wrap up the video right here. This weekend is coming up, so more sales, more videos. So if you do want to stay tuned, I appreciate you liking and subscribing and all that. Peace out, and I will see you on the next one.